If you know me and you've been watching my stuff or listening to me for the past couple of years, you guys know that I am not a fear monger. It's not my style of content. I don't like to scare people or create divisive content that puts us against each other. It's just not my style. I feel like I've always just kind of been like, let's lay the facts, like let's learn, don't freak out. That's always just been my energy. And it's going to continue to be. I'm not changing. But I do want to talk about some things that came up in my inner circle community, which is my creator community that I have. We meet every week, and some content I've seen online regarding AI and the issues it can bring to us creators. Okay, I actually saw this report recently. It was like Gen Z is anxious of AI, but then uses it. So many of us are using AI in our lives, and there's so much good that comes to it with, efficiencies and productivity. No one can deny that. But there are some things that have me up at night when it comes to our industry. So let's start with the story from Inner Circle. This creator came on the call, asked her question. She basically got this pitch from a company that, in short, was like, we want to pay you to use your content to train our AI models. Now, on the top, you're like, okay, cool. I could get paid a couple $1,000 for my content and it's going to train these AI models. Sure, why not, right? Top level, people were thinking that. But as we got on this call, we just deconstructed it. We were like, wait a second. She's a makeup artist. So let's just say she's going to teach like how to make the perfect cat eye. Her videos are going to be used to train AI models to teach how to make the perfect cat eye. So then why would a brand pay her in the future when they can just buy the AI version of it? Even though she got paid short term to train this model, is it worth it? And it really opened up this conversation because now more and more companies are trying to pay creators to have their content train their models. So at the top, we're like, oh, but we're getting paid. But are we actually paying ourselves out of a job in the future? This was something that we talked about in Inner Circle in a judgment-free space, and we just had this conversation, but it really had me thinking. I think one brand was willing to pay up to $10,000. That's hard to say no to, right? Would you say no to $10,000 if an AI model wants you to train it? It's something to think about. This creator's point of view is, well, like these models are already doing it and they're not compensating creators like currently at the moment, right? Creators are not being compensated, at least I'm getting compensated. So that was kind of like the other side of the conversation. Another conversation piece and element of this discussion was like, well, I get to own the content. They're only licensing it from me, right? So I still get ownership. But again, this company is using your content to train its AI models for a set fee, but then they get to make money off of it forever, long term. You're getting that short-term solution. So then it begs the question, should you be getting royalties versus just like a flat fee? And what does that look like? How do we set up those deals? We never thought creators were going to be getting royalties, right? But is that what they should be asking for when you train a model, or do you just get a $200 flat fee? The second thing I saw that this one really bothered me, I'm actually going to go ahead and play this video so that we can watch this together.
I had something very scary and concerning happen to me. I'm going through it now, and I would love any TikTok attorneys or legal experts to chime in here. But also it's a video that everybody should watch because this is going to be a huge problem in the future, and it could happen to anybody, and it's going to get so much worse. So last week, people started sending me this podcast interview of me sitting down talking about skincare and my skin concerns and raving about this one specific product that I was using. A lot of the messages that I was getting were also disparaging, asking like what the F I had done to my face. The comments on the video were also predictably not friendly, while other people just wanted to bring this to my attention because it's not me. The entire podcast interview of me promoting this product was digitally manipulated by this company's Skinned official using AI. The left is my actual likeness from my podcast that they obviously used as their template for their ad. I'll show you a little bit of it. So I'm going to play you just a few seconds of the video so that you can see it for yourself.
Looks stunning.
Thank you.
But come on, tell us, what's your secret?
Okay, but don't go telling everyone, all right? This is my best kept secret.
Deal, I promise.
Honestly, you see, it's not even that complicated. When I was younger, I had a ton of skin issues. I started noticing fine lines in my early 20s and thought, no way.
So to reiterate, they created an AI version of me that looks like me and for the most part talks like me, sitting down for an interview, talking about their product in a paid ad on Instagram. So I sent them a message before I had my attorney send a cease and desist, And they responded they wanted to apologize. It was never their intention to use my image or voice without authorization. They also said that they were not aware that it was a recognized person or with image rights, which does not hold up because in this over 2-minute long video, they used a ton of B-roll video from my skincare videos, my various TikTok and Instagram videos. They had a video of my boyfriend and I in there, so they very much knew that I am a real person. Not to mention that they grabbed my person from my own podcast and used that template to create the AI version of me. Responding to comments on their ad telling people that this was not real, it's deceptive marketing, it's not me. And after we sent the cease and desist, they blocked me. I also reported them to Meta, who said that it does not go against their community standards, which is interesting because it's literally illegal to steal somebody's persona for commercial use. I'm sure that you can imagine how unsettling it is to see yourself saying things that you've never said, sitting in an interview that you've never sat in. Not only is it illegal, but it also dilutes my brand, affects the trust that I've been building with my audience and my community for years on end. And I can only imagine the deeply unsettling and disturbing ways that AI might be used in this way in our future. So I would love to hear, what are your thoughts?
It is so beyond disturbing, and there's so much that we need to talk about. Okay, so let's talk about the deep fake content, right? This brand literally created an AI version of this influencer. They ran ads to it on Meta saying that she endorsed their skincare company. I mean, her followers were sending her this and being like, oh my God, all this stuff. Like she said, it dilutes her brand that she has spent years on years making. I literally have goosebumps. Secondly, it dilutes the trust with her audience. How can her audience now know what's real, what's not? I mean, her company was probably taking years to build. Thirdly, this company literally created, using her podcast audio, using her face, fake videos to promote themselves, and not only just promote themselves, run ads to it. Deeply disturbing when you think about how AI can really hurt the creator economy, especially creators that are well known and huge. But what about the smaller ones? When she reported it to Meta, Meta had nothing to say. They're like, this doesn't even go against the terms or whatever. Deeply unsettling, deeply worrisome, about your image being misconstrued, your voice being misconstrued, running fake ads, saying that you endorse things when you didn't. I mean, this should worry everyone. Finding ways to talk to our lawmakers for change around these topics, right? I think that one of the biggest issues we're seeing is that the law can't keep up. Technology is just outbeating us. So you have influencers now or creators now that are having fake content about them being made through these AI models. I mean, I think that, with every sort of thing, a company will probably come in and create some sort of AI detection and things of these natures. I think there will also, the way the economy works is that there will be companies that will help us, but it's not there now. And right now, this is very, very, very worrisome for the creator economy in general. And this leads to trust. This leads to trust in driving down prices, right? When we think about trust, the audience is now like, well, what can I trust? Is this really you? We see all these AI scripts, AI captions, AI this, AI that. Right now, writing a caption on ChatGPT is great, but will your audience care? I don't know. Maybe they don't care. Or will they be like, I don't even trust you anymore. Like, you're just using AI for everything. When people catch up, will it hurt your trust and then therefore your money? Because will the brands start to think to themselves, well, okay, well, why would we pay this creator? The content they make isn't even content that they thought of. That it's just ChatGPT content. Why would we pay $3,000 for that, right? Is it going to drive down prices? I mean, those are things that I think the creators in my community, creators that are getting paid partnerships, are thinking about. The market's flooded with AI scripts and AI content, right? It's hard for authentic creators to stand out. And then again, the brand is like, why would I spend $2,000 when I could just have AI make 10 versions of that? These are things that I think are hurting us without us even realizing that we're doing it. Sometimes audiences are already a little funky around sponsorships and influencer marketing. Like, your followers are there, they're supporting it, they're into it, but they're also kind of like, just kind of with this idea of what we saw in that video is audience trust at risk. And if your trust is at risk, so is your money, because your money as a creator is directly linked to the trust you have built with your audience. As of now, there is no standardized way to prove that your content was stolen. There's no way to prove that your likeness has matter. You know, likeness is a funny thing in the creator world, because I have a creator who literally has like, I don't know, 50,000 followers, and she's like, my likeness. I love that she's thinking about herself in that way, that one day she's going to blow and that she does not want brands to use her likeness. But when you think about like models, like what about their likeness, right? People are not always getting paid for likeness. Likeness is really at play when you are a recognizable figure. So, you know, I think at the end of the day, we have to be aware. We have to have these conversations. We have to talk to lawmakers. You know, we have to demand better. It's, again, not yes or no. It's not a ban AI or, you know, go against it. It's not, it's more than that. It's having these sort of meaningful conversations in the creator world so we can kind of discuss how to move forward. It's interesting, when creators were doing things for free, so many creators banded together and were like, don't do that. You're hurting everyone, right? So if a creator goes out there and lets an AI model use their content to train another AI model, maybe we got to band together and say, don't do that. Don't do that, because you're hurting all of us from a future job. Things to think about. I'm really interested in your guys' opinion on this. Drop them in the comments below. I want to hear from you, the creator, directly, or maybe you're a brand. Tell me what you think. This is an open, safe space to have these conversations, and I look forward to reading your comments on this topic below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you are a creator that sees, wait a second, there's so much opportunity in here. I want my piece of the pie. I want to get in there. I want to pitch to brands. If you're listening in and you're pumped and you're seeing all the opportunity that there is, make sure you watch my training, How to Land Paid Brand Deals. It's about an hour long. I'm including the link below. It's free. It is intense. There's a lot of great information in there for you. So go ahead and click that training right away so you can go in and learn actionable strategies to help you get those paid partnerships.